Alright, what is up guys? I got a little bit different video for you today. We got a lawnmower video. So there's a company out there that makes something like this, but it's really expensive and it ties you into a proprietary line. So I just designed and came up with my own. So here it is. Now it's just a 3/16 thick stainless steel plate that I had somebody cut out with a water jet. So I'm a machinist, but this wasn't something easily made on the lathe here at home. So I just found a machine shop with a water jet and had them do this for me. Originally, you can see I had a 4-hole pattern, and I'll put a picture of the print I made up. I thought I would need the 4-hole pattern. Turns out I do not. We just need a 2-hole pattern for this really fat weed eater line. And this is pretty much brand new line. It's only got like 30 minutes of mow time on it, and as you can tell, it still looks brand new. This one over here, the reason that happened, I hit something that tore the line off, and I had 30 minutes of mowing left, so I just threw 2 strands on this one. This one over here has approximately 6 to 7 hours of mow time on it, and you can see what they look like. And this isn't from mowing grass either. The whole point of this is to be able to use the lawnmower in the woods. Now, you can drive a lawnmower through the woods with a normal set of blades on. That's fine. I did it for years. It's more of a safety thing. Like, I've had a blade strike against a tree root that completely shut the mower off and was very violent. And after that, I was like, I got to come up with another solution. I found a company that makes a product like this. It's not exactly like this. You got a proprietary line with like zip tie type teeth on it, and it sticks into this 3-piece constructed assembly from the side, and they want not way too much money for the amount of work they've put into it, but it's more than I wanted to spend. So I came up with this. Don't have a proprietary line. You just have, I guess you lock yourself into whatever size holes you drill. So originally I had 1/8 holes because I knew I could buy 1/8 diameter line from Lowe's. The pre-cut Craftsman little packets. Tried that, worked fine. Ended up not needing the 4-hole pattern. These holes are close enough together that when you pull it through, you ain't getting it back out unless you really want it back out. But when you go to change them, it doesn't really matter because you're going to be throwing them in the garbage anyway, right? So you just cut it off. Also changing them, I have them off the mower for this video, but I can change these on my mower, my deck. When it's all the way up, it goes fairly high. I don't even have to jack the mower up or anything. I can change them, just lay it on the ground, and no longer than it would take to take off 2 blades and put 2 new blades on, like 10 minutes. But this one right here is being a little hard to get out. But this line is from Amazon. I forget the CLU Paris, Amazon, and it is a 4mm line. That's 155 thousandths in English. As you can see, made in China. But it's 5-pound spool of it is $35, and that's 400, and it's an odd length. It's like 456 feet or 54 feet or 446 feet. Anyway, it's enough to refill both these spindles 40.5 times because I'm cutting my pieces 17 inches long, and then just thread them through from the top. Doing it while they're on the mower, I'll admit, is a little harder. And when you cut this line, if it flares out at the cut any, it's kind of hard to get in there. But this line is also square line, and turns out it's actually, I thought 4 millimeters would be corner to corner. It's 4 millimeters across the flats. So corner to corner, it's pretty much 5 millimeters. So this is a hefty line. But I can pre-cut all these, 8 at a time, and then lay down there at the mower and just get them all stuck in. No real time. It does fine cutting regular yard grass. I've got zoysia. In the areas that I have nice grass, I have zoysia. And then I've just got junk weeds in the backyard and other places. It's actually harder to install these off the mower than it is on, because you also have to use your other hand to hold the plate. And this stuff's really stiff, but as soon as you engage the deck, it ends up flinging out pretty deadgum flat. Like I said, this stuff has only been run on there for 25-30 minutes, and you can see how it's got the memory of being flung out straight. And I've been using this for a couple months now. The only thing that you have to do is the height that I previously mowed my yard grass at, I now mow it like a 1/4 inch higher, because when this stuff flings out flat, it doesn't get completely flat to the bottom of the plate. It gets about like that. But it leaves a good cut. You can't tell that it was cut with anything other than blades. It side ejects fine. It doesn't eject as much because there's not a vacuum from blades. But anyway, you get the idea. I've rambled on long enough. It works, and is way cheaper than buying the company that sells these already. And you're not tied into a proprietary line. I've got 1/8 holes in here still. When I found this line, I just drilled me some other holes, and works completely fine. So I'm gonna drop in a video of me using it through the woods, which is what I intended it for. If I mow through the woods and I wear my line out, I just take them off like I kind of did in this case and put them blades back on, because the next 3 times I mow my grass, I'm not gonna mow through my woods again. So I just took them off, and I knew I was gonna make this video. But otherwise, I'd just leave them on all the time, because they cut the yard grass fine. It cuts the grass fine. I wouldn't say it cuts any better than blades. I wouldn't say there's any advantage to this if you have a nice yard, other than safety. If there was to be a severe accident, I would probably rather have my legs ran over with this as I would blades. But if I can pre-bend these pieces by stepping on it a little bit. But anyway, I'm gonna drop in a video showing me using it, how I intended to use it in my woods, and let me know what you think. It's a pretty neat idea. I think it works. It's a lot safer, especially if you have to mow in a wooded area or something, and there's rocks and tree roots and little stumps and It's just a lot safer in my opinion. The worst thing that's going to happen is you're going to hit something and you're going to hear the string hitting it, just and then it's going to go silent because it tears them off. And then you can just toss a few more in there and keep going.